Little guitar lead in. That was actually added on one of the vocal tracks afterwards and blended in to make it sound like it's on the main track. Giving away the magic secrets. Here we go. Hey, Andy Pickering here, and we are back for episode number 2 of the 3-episode mix series. So in the last one we did Wondering Tomorrow. The idea of this is that now I've got my new setup, we're going into remix mode, finding some of my old favourites. Now specifically these are tracks that have been multi-tracked and finished fully 4-track production. You know, there's so many hybrid setups I've had where I've started something on the 4-track, finished it in the computer, mixed it back, you know, things like that. But these are solely analog recordings. You know, they exist straight on the tape. And actually, it's so nice to have in your collection, you know, a box of tapes, you're going through them, and you've actually got finished multi-tracks. You know, it's not the same trawling through an old hard drive, pulling up a session in your door with plugins that are either don't work anymore or your license has expired or, you know, all that stuff. It's really great. And today we're doing a Lovin Spoonful cover called Darlin Companion. Now John Sebastian has heard this himself, actually has heard it. I emailed him, sent it, and he was very nice and said he really liked it. Let's go through the multi-tracks. I'm going to, like the last video, patch in the finished live. Well, it's not live because only I'm hearing it live, but it's the patched in audio that's recorded from the 4-track through my desk, through the outboard, onto the reel-to-reel. Then I'll capture that and insert it into the video. So you're going to get a headphones warning. Let's go. Right, there we go. Tape machine's all ready. I've got the right place on the tape. I'm not going to record over anything. All the levels are set on the desk already, and we're going to talk Darlin Companion and how I went about recording all the bits for it. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. On track 4 we've got a bounce. And that is a bit of piano, a bit of acoustic guitar, and drums and bass. 4 things, all bounced onto one track. Acoustic guitar and drums were done live onto one track. Then I added piano and bass and bounced them all onto one. The next bounce was on track 1, a bit of like lead guitar, electric guitar, a shaker, and a tambourine. And that's pretty much all the music there. Double track vocals with harmonies. Keep in mind just what's worth having, darling companion. I'll tell the mountains and the canyons, long as I got legs to stand on, I'm gonna run to you. Okay, so what we've got here is on the track 4, which is the main music and the main bounce of the whole track. I've got that patched in to here with a bit of light compression from this 1176 clone, and then just cleaning it up a little bit with the Pultec clone. Basically because there's not a lot you need to do to it, but I just thought just a little bit's gonna, you know, all the decisions with this track were made at the time of printing to tape pretty much. So realistically, everything's already got its compression and effects. And, you know, like for instance, the bounce here that I've got onto track 1, which is the lead guitar and the shaker, I don't need to do anything to that whatsoever. Vocals were recorded with compression, so I don't need to add any more compression. And all I've got, if you can hear, is got this patched in, the reverb. Down with me is what you need. And I don't even need to have that on a separate track and bring it in and out really for this. I've got it on the bus. I've got that sent to the bus. So all of these are sent to the bus. It's a 4 mono bus and it's super easy. Literally I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 is the track 1. 2 is both vocal tracks, and 3 and 4 are the mono main track. And then and then we've got everything coming to the master fader here. We've got all our gain staging is correct, or as correct as I can possibly make it with this setup. And all the effects. I've not got the Joe Meek box in play. I don't need it. You know, there's a funny thing when you get new gear, you feel like you have to use it because you've got it, and you kind of need to take a step back sometimes and actually ask yourself, what does this need? Does it need anything? I'm not going to put compression on something that it doesn't need. Like for instance, on this track 1, I could quite easily go, oh yeah, I'll patch in the Joe Meek on track 1 because I've got an extra compressor. I might as well use it. Well, I don't need to use it. It sounds like it's already compressed. Like I said before, this was recorded with a really excellent preamp and compressor. It was a Tegeler, which is it was like handmade German tube preamp channel strip with an opto compressor built in. I'm absolutely devastated I don't own it anymore, but I was at a time in my life where about 3 years ago I was skint, had no money, and really, you know, just had to sell it. Okay, we're ready to roll onto tape. I just wanted to mention there's a da-dum-dum-dum-dum little guitar lead in. That was actually added on one of the vocal tracks afterwards and blended in to make it sound like it's on the main track. Giving away the magic secrets. Here we go. We're ready.
Darling companion, come on and give me understanding. Let me be your champion, the hand to hold your pretty hand in. Darling companion, now you know you'll never be abandoned.
Clunk. Clunk. Right, there we go then. I'm getting the hang of this now. It's all, you know, come together. It's hopefully better than the original mix, although, like I said just now, it's really well recorded on the tape, so there's not much that I could do to it, really. So on my channel, you will actually see the original Darlin companion, the mono mix. Check it out if you want. You know, it's like I say, hopefully this is better, but it might not be. The idea is always to improve things, but you know, I'm doing these just to make videos showing you how I put some tunes together. Hopefully towards the end of this series of videos, I'm going to start going into some more musical things. But you know, it's been great, and like I say, this is video 2. Video 3 hopefully come in another week's time, and that's a really exciting one. I can't wait to get into that, because that's one of my favourites that I've done. Now, links to my music below. As always, check out my music, subscribe. People always saying, hit that bell notification. Yeah, so just, enjoy these videos. I'm going to go, and I will see you soon. Nice one.